Good morning, everyone. Rose here. Oh, sliding around. Okay. I got this written up finally. Took me a minute to get it right because the first one I was doing, I can't find it right now, but it was just way too wonky. And I want to make up a string of lights for my coworkers. Yeah, I know, last minute. It's only, December now. And I'm basing it off of these lights from the Dollar Tree. And they had two different kinds. And it's still the same. There's going to be 3 red, 3 yellow, 2 green, and 2 blue. Most of them I'm doing in this, but they ran out, so I got these. So, I love it. And I love that it bows a little bit. So when we attach it, it'll be still away from the light. Not that those really get hot or anything, but you can put these on other things. You can put them on these. And you don't have to color coordinate the light. I'm just being extra. Okay, so, and you can put them on white lights, multicolored lights, whatever you want to do. Okay, I'm just color coordinating. I also got these at the Dollar Tree. So, what we're going to need is just some scrap yarn. Sorry about my nails. I was freaking around and I was trying out something. Anyway. I'm going to use some Red Heart Super Saver in just bright yellow. I also had these are all Red Heart, just in the green and the blue and some really red hot red. Okay. Scissors, tapestry. I don't know why I have so many tapestries in this thing. And now I've got rubber bands. And of course, H, 5.0 millimeter hook. And let's see, we're also going to need, you're going to need a color for your, whatever you want to make your wire. I'm going to be doing mine in a green, but you could do it in black, for your wire color. Okay. Get mine out here. Okay. This. Okay. Did mine in green. And you will also need some type of top of your light bulb. I had this old gray. It's a really light gray. So you can do silver, gray, whatever color you want. Okay, I don't have it in front of me, but it's just a really light gray. Okay, so go get your hook, go get your yarn, and let's go get started. Okay, I'm going to do this by memory. So this is the last one I need to make. So surely I know it by heart. We're going to start with a slip knot. And we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now, here's our first chain, and in this second chain, we're going to put 2 single crochets. And of course, quick recap is go straight in there, pull up a loop, 1, 2, yarn over, made a single crochet. Now go back in there and do 1 more single crochet. Okay. Now chain 1 and turn. Okay. So beginners, don't be fooled by this chain 1. It's just our turning chain. Okay. And this is our bit here from when we just did our chain 2. So this is what we're working with, these 2 chains. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an increase in this first chain, which is 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Go to your next single crochet and do 1 single crochet. Okay, so now we have 3 single crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. Okay, so we have 2, now we have 3, and now we're going to go from 3 to 5. So in this first single crochet, we're going to put 2 single crochets. Okay, ignore that chain 1. Go into your first single crochet and do 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. In the next single crochet, turn it towards you, put 1 single crochet. And in the last one, put 2 single crochets and increase. 1 and 2. So now we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, turn. We're going to do another increase, last increase. Ignore that chain 1. In this first single crochet, put an increase. 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. In the next 3 stitches, put 1 single crochet. Okay. 1, next stitch, 1, next stitch, 1. And in that last stitch, put 2 single crochets. So we should have 7 single crochets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now for the next 3 rows, we're going to just do 7 single crochets. You can either count to 21, do 7, chain 1, turn, 7, chain, just do a chain 1 at the end, or just count it. So let's just do 1 row together. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just gonna get that in there. Chain 1, turn. Now do 2 more rows and I'll meet you back. 6 and 7. That's what we have so far. All right, now chain 1, turn. Now we're just going to decrease back down. So in the first 2 stitches, ignore that chain 1. We're going to just go straight in there, pull up a loop, go directly into your next stitch, pull up a loop. With your 3 loops, yarn over, pull through. You just decreased a single crochet decrease those 2 stitches together. Now in the next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now let's do a decrease. Straight in there, pull up a loop, straight in there, under both loops, pull it up, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through. So we went from 7 stitches down to 5 stitches. chain 1, turn. And now we're going to go from 5 to 3. So decrease the first 2, pull up, next stitch, pull up, yarn over, decrease. The next stitch, do 1 single crochet, and then decrease the last 2. Pull up, yarn over, and then decrease. So now we have our last 3 stitches. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to chain 1, and now we are going to single crochet all around and make a little point. There is no right or wrong on this, people. Okay. And it's going to be the same, I believe, for whether you're right-handed or left-handed. Okay. One side is going to be easier than the other side. So let's see if I can bring you in. This side, I believe the first side is easier. So we're just going to pick up, I'm just going to ignore that, and I'm going to go to the bump that has the 1 loop on top. Single crochet. It doesn't matter how many stitches. Okay. Just pick up a loop. We're just trying to get to the bottom. I'm going to go to that one with the loop on top. There's one with the 2 loops. That looks good. Okay, there's no right. I'm not even counting. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to skip whatever and get down here. Okay, now that we're at the bottom, what we're going to put down here is we're going to put a single crochet, a double crochet in the same stitch. It's a single, double, single. So yarn over, go in there, pull up a loop with 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and then go back in there and do a single crochet. Just makes a little baby point. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You can either sew over your tail or just drop it and sew it in later. Now, if you've noticed, this side, it turns. So if you want, you can, it doesn't matter whether you just pull from this side or if you turn it a little bit and pull from this side. I'm going to pull from the front a little bit. I'm going to turn it and pull it to the front a little bit. So I'm just going to grab something. I'm going to take my tail with me. First of all, I'm going to find something. And then I'm going to do a single crochet. And then I see, I'm just going to go to this. I'm going to do a single crochet. There's a little bump there. Grab that. So I just noticed that if I turn it a little bit, it's easier to get into those stitches on the second side. It's just easier. Okay, so when we get to the top, okay, so I'm going to drop that for a minute. Okay, so I just want to make sure that when I get to these top 3, I want to be keeping my eye on that. So let's do a couple more. Okay, so here are those top 3, and I can tell because I can see this little loop here, and that's where I did that decrease, and then there was the 3 single crochets. There's always going to be some kind of like little loop over them, you know, where you can tell we started to do the single crochets over here to do the sides, but this is that when we did that decrease to make that last 3. Now I'm going to go into that first one, and that's where I'm going to slip stitch. And then chain 1. Do a finger. Boom. Okay. And that's what it looks like, and it bows out. You know, and there's nothing to say you can't make another one of these and sew them together and make yourself a little something, something. I guess I am going to need my grade, aren't I? What was I thinking? This is my gray. So it doesn't even have a label. All right, so now get the top of your light socket. Okay. Get the top of your light socket, and what we're going to do is a single crochet join. And how we're going to do that is we're going to make a slip knot. Okay. And where we want to join is, just going to put that to the back, is right where we slip stitched in that first of 3 single crochets. I want to go straight in there from the front, going from the front. Okay. And now I'm going to just flip those tails so I can grab them and put them to the back. Got control of them. And now I'm going to grab my yarn and I'm going to pull it up, and look at that. I've got 2 yarns now. And now I can yarn over and go through 2. That's a single crochet join. The secret is to do a slip knot and make sure you go from the front. Okay, now we're going to do a single crochet into the next stitch. And then do a single crochet into that 3rd stitch. Okay, I'm just going to drop my yarns, chain 1, turn. You can just pull it a little bit so you can see that first one. We're ignoring the chain 1. Now we're going to do 3 single crochets across again. 1, 2, got to dig in that 3rd one, 3, chain 1, and turn. Last row. 1, 2, and 3. And I know I've done my 3 because my tails are on that same side. Now I'm not chaining 1. See that bump right there? Whatever you need to grab, but I'm going to go straight in there. I did not chain 1. I'm going to go straight in there, and I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to grab one of these loops. Makes never mind if you grab both. I'm going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to go into the base, and I'm just going to slip stitch. I did not chain 1. Just, you can if you want, but I found that after making all of them, I didn't, so I'm not going to. Okay, now let's just going to go to the back here. That's my front. That's my back. Doesn't fully matter, but I'm just going to go under the base of these, and I'm going to just take them all with me. I mean, that's efficiency, right? It's not the easiest to get them through, but it's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to very carefully snip these. And then this tail here, I'm just going to grab that and get rid of And then there we go. We made ourselves a little light sprocket. Is it a light sprocket? Why does that sound funny? Okay. Now, there's 10 lights in here total. 3 red, 3 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue. So you can do it however you want. You can do whatever light set you want. So if you're following along with me and making these, go make your rest of your lights. And then let's join them. Be right back. Okay, so we've got our chain 25. And the way we're going to attach this is, one, I just want to throw a little thing. If you want to just put a little dab of hot glue, do it. You do you. Okay. I'm going to go in. I've got it on my hook. And I'm just going to go in that, out of the 3 that we did, go in that middle one. And pull you in here. Get my yarn set up in my hand here. This first one is really a little tricky. And I'm going to just lay it to the back. And the thing is, the yarn is in the front. The wire is in the back. Okay, so I'm going in. My hook is going behind the wire. Okay, I'm holding the ornament with my fingers back here. And then I'm going to grab the yarn. And it's just naturally going to just go behind it and come through the stitch that it went through. Okay, I'm just going to grab everything, get it organized. And then I'm going to single crochet. And now we're joined. Okay, so make sure, like I said, that the yarn is in front of your wire and your hook goes behind the wire. Okay, now we're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're welcome to chain single crochet on here, but I have a lot to make, and I mean, it's December. I need to have these out like a week ago. But I do not. Okay. Next one is the yellow, so I'm going to go in that middle stitch. I'm going to pick up my light bulb, set it to the back, and hold it. Now there's 2 wires, so I'm going to go behind both. Okay, I'm going to grab my yarn, and it just goes behind the wires, and it just naturally wants to come through the hole it went in. I'm going to push everything down, yarn over, and single crochet. If you end up slip stitching, however you end up joining, it's okay. Chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see how that's looking. Yeah, much better. I needed that extra slack, I think. Okay. Blue is next for me. Again, stick that in there. Grab my light bulb and hold it to the back. Okay, my yarn's in front. I'm going to go behind the wire. Come up, grab my yarn, and then go behind the wires and just pull it through. And then single crochet. Okay. Chain 15. 1, 2, 3. So that is what you're going to be doing all the way down. So we'll speed it up just a smidge. Go in that middle stitch. And these lights kind of want to do whatever they want. But like I said, if they at the end don't want to cooperate, you can always just put a little dab of hot glue on the black part. Just a dab. Just to hold it, just to get it to behave. Okay. And then I'm going to just hold that down. Okay. And I'm going to go behind the wire. Come up and maybe... All right, so this is all I'm doing, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, see you there. Okay, here it is. Huh? Can't really see the lights because it's so bright outside, but they are on. Yeah, I really love it. And I did put just the tiniest dab of glue. And I don't mind that I just did that chain 15. I think that will be just fine. But yeah, I totally think we could do this as a necklace. Be a little gaudy, but you know. All right. Okay. Now it makes me wonder if these would be actually better because they would go down further, but that's fine. All right. Well, I got one done. All right, you guys, I've got a headband I'm working on, so I'm going to get finished on getting that filmed, but I wanted to get this up to you in case you wanted to make one, and I will just catch you in the next video. You guys have a great week, and I'll see you soon. I wish they had a better thing than these. Like, I mean, can we have a better system than these? Like, do I have to put the screw back in there?